All right, we're doing porches. So I'm going to make a rectangle that goes around the entire porch like that. Then I'm going to offset that line. Let's see if I can get in there. Probably about a ½ inch. Then I'm going to do it again. Then I'm going to offset it 3 inches. That kind of gives me the frame around there. So now I have to kind of clean this up a little bit. Go there. And then I need to move, let's see, I'll move a copy of that line 2 foot 6 inches. And then another copy of it needs to come straight down. Why is it not coming straight down? There we go. 3 inches. And then I'll clean it up a little bit. Then there's a line. Let's see, this comes out about 2 feet. Where's the end of that? There it is. And then I just need to erase some stuff. Oops, missed a line. Right there. So I'm doing this little bit, that wraps around this part of the porch. And then I can delete this. So I don't need that. And I can also delete that. Whoops, didn't want to do that. Just that. Nope. Okay, well, let me see where I'm at, and I can sort of start to clean this up. I'm going to push-pull this guy out the length of the porch. Do the same with this outer one. Triple-click it and group it. One of the things I got to do is thicken up that bottom, don't I? So I have to push-pull this down to there. And is there a line there? There isn't, so that's okay. That looks good. Okay, oh, there's one there. What am I in? So I'm going to take this guy and I'm going to move him. A little confusion there, sorry. And just make sure he's all cleaned up. And I got some backside issues, don't I? That sounded kind of weird to say, but that's what it is. So sometimes if I can just get a couple lines going, there it is. Gave it to me right there. Like that, and I can lose this too, right? I don't need this. There we go. Now we're cooking with grease. There's my porch. Beautiful. Now the only other thing I want to do is I want to push-pull that inside the house too, because it goes inside the house. At least the porch part of it does. Let's get out of the group. Move them on the red. So I'm gonna, let's see, I gotta turn some stuff off. Upper level walls, roof, upper level windows, upper roof framing. I'm actually even going to turn down off the main level windows so I can see what I'm doing. And I got to push this into here, right? So I'm going to open this guy up and push that in to right there. Looks like that is not quite right. So let me see. It looks like I have to draw a line right there. And then pull this in to that point. There it is. Looking good. Groovy tunes. Okay, now I'm going to take this guy I'm going to move a copy of them over here, rotate them 90 degrees, move them into place to where he, this looks actually like I need to mirror this, doesn't it? Let's see, I'm going to try to do this in a bit of a funky way. I'm going to go in here, since this is a little different in this way anyway, and I'm going to pull this back in, and then I'm going to rotate 180 because that bench is on the other side, right? And then I'm going to move him into place. Like that. How am I doing here? Looking good. Looks like I've got to move it over to the line of the porch like that. And then I just got to get in and pull these things into place. So get in here. Let's see what I got to do here. This is going to be a little tricky. Can I get to that face? Yep. And I'm going to go to like right here with that inside the frame because it's a little bit less than that's 1 foot 10, so I'm going to go 1 foot 9.5. That's not what that did. 1 foot 6 inches. There we go. .110. So I want it to be a ½ inch. So 1 foot 9.5 inches. Nope. 1 foot 9.5 inches. There. I'm a little bit off. Do that. What was I off? 2, so that's 2 inches. And then I gotta move this guy about 2 inches. Like that. And there we go. So let's see, is this, so I'm gonna do a porch layer, porches. Entity info, porches. There's my model. So now what I want to do is start applying materials. Let me just, and I kind of want to do it generically. I want to just do this white material. I'm going to do it by component so that all the components are essentially white. The other easier way to do this would be for me to just select everything. So I don't know why I'm doing this the hard way, but I am. What's going on here? Looks like that's just the elevation drawing. Okay, so I'm just going to turn off my DWGs and verify this. Like that. Now if I want to get these things to be glass, I'll do a translucent material, and then I'll open this up, do that, open that up, open that up, door obviously stays solid, right? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Paint bucket. Last one. Done. Okay, there we go. Last thing, two things to do are floor on the upper level. I got walls on the upper level to do, and I've got trim to do on the upper level. So let me see if I can do window trim first. So I'm going to go here, like this. Get on there. Get on there. I'm going to offset it. I'm going to come out a ½ inch, and then I'm going to extrude, and I believe that that comes out 10 inches, I believe, or is it more? 2 more inches, let's say it's a foot, something like that. Delete that, group it, and then we do the same on the others. You'll need to look at the drawings to actually figure out what these dimensions need to be. This doesn't have any trim. This one is, I believe that one comes out 2 inches. These guys do have a trim that comes in at the corner, which we'll need to kind of finagle in a minute here. That's our trim. And then we offset 1/2 inch. Should be able to do the same on these others just by double clicking. And then I can push pull. That one's 2 inches. As is that. And now I got to do this. Now things are going to get a little interesting here in this corner. It looks like this did not extrude 2 inches, did it? Oh, it's giving me a limit. So I'm going to extrude to the limit and then extrude again. So what did that do? That went 1/2 inch, so I need to go 1.5 inches to get it all the way out. So there's going to be a bunch of cleanup to do on this corner, right? So let's see what I can do to clean this up. I'm going to lock that into the green axis if I can, like that. Push, pull that up. It's going to get all funky on me. Close it in, and then delete some stuff. It's going to get weird. It's okay. I'm okay with weird. Weird's good for now. Some real weirdness happening. Let's see if I can delete some of this junk. Whoops, I don't want to do that. And then see if I can't bring this plane back. If it wants to come back. Maybe it doesn't because there are lines in here. Come back to me. Talk to me, Goose. I'm not crazy, I just sometimes talk to my computer. Come on, pick that line. There it is. Oh, and it didn't want to keep it. Tricky. Perhaps because of what's going on down here, it doesn't like me. Tricky, this little corner.